Hi everyone, this is Susan. Welcome back to my channel. This channel is all about how to break free from your 9-to-5 job, tips and teachings on self-development, Jungian theory, and spirituality. In today's video, we're going to talk about reasons why most people get stuck in life and career and how to get unstuck. If you want to evolve constantly, not only in your personal life, but also in your career, maybe change your new career, start a business, or step into your purpose and make meaningful impact, then this video is perfect for you. First thing first, let's talk about reasons how people get stuck so that you can identify your individual patterns and reasons. Keep watching because I'm going to give you specific and step-by-step strategies and solutions to get you to unstuck. The first reason why people get stuck is because they cannot let go of the past experience. Let me explain. Sometimes people spend too much time living the past. They have tried their best in the past. However, in their perception, they have failed. And that really broke their heart and triggered some really intense emotion inside of them, like disappointment, resentment, sadness, shame, fear, and all that good stuff. It is human nature to want to run away from this unpleasant and unwanted emotion. So people consciously or unconsciously vow to themselves to never try again because they never want to feel overwhelmed by these feelings and emotions again. So they chose to shut down and close the window of opportunities. This way of being stuck become their defense mechanism so they can protect themselves against experiencing these feelings and emotions ever again. Here is the solution if you resonate. I want to invite you to allow yourself to feel the emotions you're not willing to feel and face, including feeling being stuck, fear of failure, shame, and recognize that they're just unpleasant sensations inside of your body. In actuality, these sensations cannot harm you if you do not give them the power, and if you do not make them mean what they don't mean. And remember to not buy into their stories. Let me give you an example. Let's say if you feel shame, it does not mean that you're shameful. What is really going on here is that you're a well-functioning person and you are capable of a wide range of emotions and feelings. And the feeling of shame, it is just one of them. Essentially, what we fear the most are just sensations inside of our bodies. We're not really afraid of other people, how they're going to say or do to us, their circumstances, or even failures, or what is going to happen to us. But we are afraid of the emotions that will be triggered inside of us when these things happen. Really think about this. This might sound new to some of you, and it might not be your current perception, and you don't have to believe me, but just give it a try. Next time when you're feeling these unpleasant feelings and emotion, I want you to ask yourselves, are these emotions what I'm running away from right now? And what I'm capable of doing if I can fully embrace and accept them? And imagine if you can handle, embrace, and accept the feeling of failure, the feeling of shame, and if you have no problem of whatever others will think of you, whether they agree with you or not, whether you approve of you or not, whatever they're going to do or say to you, if you can handle that feeling and emotions that's going to trigger inside of you, then you are willing to take a lot of risk that normally it will intimidate you because now you have the capability to handle all the situation. Versus if you do not allow yourselves to feel these emotions all the way through, these emotions or feelings are going to get stuck inside of your body and drive your decisions and behaviors unconsciously without you knowing forces that is driving you. The question is, do you want to be in charge of your own lives? Or you want to be controlled by forces inside of you unconsciously without you understanding them? Now, before I move on to the next reason why people get stuck, if you want to learn more about how to break free from your 9-to-5 corporate job, live your purpose, and get paid by pursuing your innate talent and zone of genius, then be sure to follow me on Instagram. And if you have any questions or want to talk to me directly, send me a message there. Now, with that out of the way, let's move on to the second reason why people get stuck. That is because of fear of suffering, uncertainty. Notice here I use the word suffering because we knew that uncertainty does not need to be suffered. It can be tremendously enjoyed by some people, right? People who suffer uncertainty have a very vivid imagination. However, they use that imagination to create the worst case scenarios for themselves. What if instead of the worst case scenarios happening to you, there's something so good, new opportunities that you never think will happen to you will come your way? And let's say that even it is true that the imagined worst case scenarios would happen. However, till then, you're finally forced to access the power, talent, genius, and intuition that normally you would not have access to so that you can overcome the situation, obstacle, or challenge. What cannot kill you makes you stronger, isn't it? Fear of uncertainty also has to do with fear of losing control. However, having a sense of control is just an illusion. For example, do we really know how long we're going to live? Most of us are not even sure about what will happen the next moment. So why not just practice embracing uncertainty actively instead of tolerating it passively? If you observe people who constantly live in uncertainty, like mountain climbers, I'm not encouraging you to be a mountain climber by any means. People who live on the edge, especially emotionally, they're so full of life and energy. There is never a moment of dullness, and there's always abundance of new opportunities for them in relationships, career, success, achievement, and money. Versus majority of people choose to stay in the comfort zone day after day, and they just die a little every day inside and never get anywhere physically, emotionally, energetically, financially, and spiritually, you name it. So here I am proposing you the remedy for fear of suffering uncertainty is start with taking baby steps and really make a commitment to yourself every day to adventure outside of your comfort zone one way or the other. It could be physically, emotionally, or even just start with using your imagination to create new possibilities for yourself if taking action is a bit too overwhelming at this point. The goal is to have you gradually get used to, or for some people, even to really fall in love with uncertainty. Imagine how many opportunities will open up for you that way. Moving on to the third reason why people get stuck. That is because strong attachment to the results of our work and our actions. Yes, we want to have impact through our actions and we want to achieve our goals. However, we all have limited amount of energy. If we become too obsessed about the results, that will distract our energy, attention, and effort away from executing our plans and focusing on the process, and even create strong fear, worry, doubt, and anxiety, which will backfire on the results we're pursuing. You'll have heard the saying, the harder you try, the worse it gets. Why? Here you have to honestly ask yourself the question, what you're trying to get out of achieving your goals. I will give you an example of myself. Suppose I am now building up my YouTube channel and my goal is to have a certain number of subscribers and likes because I need others' validation and approve of me so that I can be okay about myself, be okay with my content and my qualification, instead of putting all my effort and energy out to put out great content. I am overly attached to people's validation and feedback to my content. That way, people can start sensing my need to get approval and pleasing them. They can sense my inauthenticity. If it were you, let me ask you, will you want to spend time watching and subscribing my channel? Versus another scenario where I just use this channel to express what I have learned and what works for me and my clients and share genuinely with others the teaching and wisdom. That way, I freed up my energy so I can focus 100% on producing work as best as I can. It does not need to be better or worse than others, but my personal best, so that we can all be on this path of lifelong learning and growing ourselves. People who resonate with me will naturally be drawn to me and my channel. So my advice to you, if you find yourself overly get attached to the results of your work and actions, here is what to do. Firstly, focus all your energy and attention on the process and deliver your best. And let your actions and work be an expression of yourself instead of using them to make you feel whole. Secondly, ask yourself the question, what are you trying to get out of achieving a certain result or certain goal? That will really reveal your hidden motivation behind your actions. Let's say, suppose you find out you have a need to look good to others, then you can practice letting go of that need. And imagine how will you act And what will you do if you're okay as you are right now, regardless of how others will perceive you? I promise you will feel much more empowered and so much more liberated if you let that need go. But remember, do not feel bad if you could not let it go when you give it a first try. It is a process for all of us. So far at this point in the video, you have learned 3 reasons why people get stuck and how to get unstuck and keep progressing. This is summarized out of and really works well for my own personal development and my coaching clients. If this is helping and you feel inspired by it, please hit the subscribe button, like and share this video so the message has the potential to help more people level up their lives. Thank you for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one. In the meanwhile, do not forget to comment down below how you have gotten yourself unstuck so others will get inspired by you.